So this is the final result. You can see we've got a proper amount of rake in the back, even though there's some load back there. And rides real good, so I'm happy with it. Alright, you can see we got the truck up on jack stands. You can see we got the wheels off. Now's the time to go ahead and clean off the ends of your bolts and hit it with some PB Blaster. Same thing with your U-bolts there. And that'll make things go a lot easier. Show you the difference between 1 ton rated rear suspension and 3/4 ton. You got a 5/8 inch diameter bolt here, and you got a 3/4 inch diameter bolt there. So you notice the OD of the spring eye is the same, it's just the bushing that gets a little bit bigger. You know, the idea of the bushing, right? So to go from a 3/4 ton to a 1 ton, you do need to drill out the hangers, front and rear, but then you can just buy the new bolts from Rock Auto, and when you have someone like Alcan build these springs, you can just request the 3/4 inch diameter bolt and get yourself that upgrading to 1 ton rear suspension. All right, anyhow, I'll keep working. Show you another little tip here. So notice that the unthreaded portion of the new bolt is actually shorter or less wide than the old bolt. What that does is on the old bolt, you can see the unthreaded portion of the shank actually comes past the bushing. Now it's not quite right. You actually want it to go far enough that the unthreaded portion goes into the mounting flange. But this one here is quite a bit shorter when installed because it doesn't have those fine pitch thread teeth. These threads are going to collapse under load over time. So what I'll do is we'll wait for the hardware store to open. I'll go across the street and I'll buy a bolt with a longer non-threaded portion. And if this is longer, what we'll do is we'll just cut it off to the length we want. But this is the critical dimension you want here. You want this unthreaded shank to be wide enough that it extends past the bushing and extends far enough to grab both of those mount widths. All right, I'm gonna keep working. All right, got the leaf springs and hanger bolts back on. Got the U-bolts back on. Those are torqued to 80. These 1 ton leaf spring eye bolts are torqued to 135. The 3/4 ton is torqued to a smaller diameter. My understanding from speaking with Alcan is that on the later models it's a mixed bag as to which bolts and which bushings you get. But when you order from them, just go ahead and order the 3/4 inch bolt size bushing. Nice little America flag there. So this should get us back to a slight rake in the rear. And they size these for the 800 pounds of fuel I carry, the camper I carry on the back of this. So good outfit, those guys. I've got them on the front as well. They ride great, so I'm excited to see how these drive. So again, this is just the difference in springs. You got a lot more arch, you got a couple more leaves, and you got the little sliders here that you don't have in the stock configuration. Like I said, I went over to the 1 ton bushings here, so that's a 3/4 bolt versus a 5/8. You can see even the rear shackle is quite a bit beefier. That's just a comparison of the bolt size for you. I went ahead and used grade 8 because that's what they had at the shop, but don't know what was on there to begin with. All right, let me keep going. Also, here's what I was using to drill out the shackle mount holes. So I'm using this step bit that stops at 3/4. I'm using a right angle air drill, good old Harbor Freight special here. I found this worked better than a normal drill bit because the step gives you a little bit better bite on the end of the flute. What I'll do after I get this through, I'll put the a normal drill through here, or a normal drill bit through here to take that side out. Back here, you're actually able to do each one with the stepped bit. The stepped bit is quite a bit quicker. So anyways, I just wanted to show you how I was doing that.